YouTubers, how you doing? Just want to share with you this setup that I made lately. It's a portable solar generator, small capacity, only 216 watt hour. The battery is 12 volt, 18 amp hour with the pure sine wave inverter 300 watt and a charge controller 30 amp. The rest are accessories and disconnect and fuses. Let's take a look inside. As you can see, it's just a small toolbox, nothing more, nothing less. Let's take a look inside and see what's inside. As you can see, I have a 12 volt 18 amp hour battery, a pure sine wave inverter 300 watt, a charge controller 30 amp as it's written on the label. And for the disconnects and fuses safety features, I put a rail on the lid. I couldn't find fuse blocks, fancy stuff. I couldn't find it actually, so I used these. I used what I have in the market. So I used the, usually we put on the positive side a fuse. I put a 40 amp GL, 40 amp GL fuse. It's a multi-purpose fuse, GL. And for the positive side of the solar, I put a 8 amp also GL fuse cartridge. Both of them are cartridge. And for the solar and a battery, for the solar and a battery, I put double pole breaker. The breaker is Legrand. It's a AC. Actually, it's AC, breaker, not DC. It's AC, but we usually use for DC side. And also it works. For the AC side, I use a single pole, 1 amp, a Legrand brand for the output of the inverter. Only 1 amp. As you can see, it's only 1 amp. And for the DC side of the battery, I use 40 amp. It's Legrand. And for the neutral, I just put a connector here directly. I put a wrap around some spiral, just for tidying it up, organizing it. And the rest are, I have a voltmeter here for checking voltage, battery voltage, and a volt and amp meter for the AC side. And for the output, AC output, I put a socket here. It's just a simple socket. And for charging phones and lights, I put a cigarette light outlet. And also for the charging through solar, I put a male and female MC4s. Just simple MC4s, normal MC4s, Yeah. And it's not really heavy. Actually, you can lift it with one hand. Actually, only one hand. As you can see, with one hand, it's about 15 or 16 kilogram. Yeah. If you have any question or any advice, please let me know. Thank you and peace.